If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before to come up, I ain't stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I kept saying that I was going to start a YouTube channel, and here it is. It's going to be called Medina Motivated. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. We're going to talk about like career tips with like resumes, interviews. I'm going to talk about like my own personal journey in my career. I might do some vlogs. I like to cook, so I'm going to be doing like cooking videos. We're going to talk about real estate, of course. We can even have some like girl talk, like finance, budgeting. We can talk about everything on my channel. I'm going to bring other people on the channel and like interview them that I know that work in different areas or have done different things in their life and in their career. Just to like share knowledge. And basically that's my goal here, is to like be a resource for you guys and share the knowledge that I have. And you guys could give me knowledge and teach me things and drop jewels on me too. You know, I don't know everything, so I can be teaching you guys things, you could be teaching me things or informing me about things. But we're gonna learn and grow together, and we're gonna be very transparent on this YouTube channel, and it's only positive vibes. I mean, I know it's gonna be haters, but at least subscribe or like the video or something. But we're gonna try to keep everything positive. I'm also going to be vlogging my surgery upcoming 2021. What surgery, Medina? Well, you just gotta subscribe and stay tuned, and I'm gonna get into the details about that. But I am gonna be vlogging my journey for that, and some of like my weight loss journey. We're gonna talk about weight loss too. We're gonna talk about so much stuff together, y'all. But today I wanted to start off just giving my little journey with my career, because I understand that for me to be in the position that I am at a very young age, I just turned 24 yesterday, is not very common. So I'm very thankful and humble in regards to where I am right now in my career with my early age. And I just want to share with people my age or older, whatever, like some of the things I did to get there, or my journey, and hopefully inspire somebody else, because I like to inspire people, and it's a blessing to be a blessing to somebody else. And I want to be that person I wish I had at the time where I felt lost or needed guidance. So, and you guys can ask me anything, like email. I'll have all my contact information down there. You can DM me on Instagram, Facebook. You guys can even give me topics you want to hear me talk about. So we definitely are going to communicate with each other. But let me start off. Where am I going to start? Okay. So I had started off, I had like an internship for like a summer when I was like, I think I got it on my 15th or 16th birthday. 15th birthday with a health company. It was just a 2-month internship through Work Ready. Remember Work Ready? I don't know if they still do that, but I had applied for Work Ready because, you know, I didn't have any job experience or anything. I was young. So at that job, all I did was like file paperwork, like organize paperwork, maybe answer the phone. It was an internship. I was 15, you know, it started me off. But you know, on a resume, you gotta pull pizzazz on there or whatever was done. But we're gonna talk about like resume stuff too. But anyway, I did that for 2 months, and then what happened? That was in the summertime. Next summer came around, they wanted me back, but I was failing in high school at the time. I'm gonna be very transparent with you guys. I was failing and I had to go to summer school, so I couldn't do that job because of the hours they wanted me to work. So unfortunately, I had to not take the job again, that internship that summer. But I applied to a job at the mall, a clothing store. It was JCPenney's, and I got that job. But I want to talk about that job too. That interview was different. It kind of changed my perspective on interviews, because at the interview for that job, I was nervous because I didn't have a lot of, even I was young and it was a clothing store job, I didn't have a lot of experience, and it was a group interview and it was grown people there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they probably gonna get this job over me. So we get to a point in the interview and the lady just was like, okay, you know what? Sell yourself. And I was like, she didn't really ask a lot of questions. She literally was like, sell yourself. Tell me why you should be the candidate for this job. Like, why should we pick you? And that was it. And I literally had to sell myself, like tell her why, and not just tell somebody why, but you want to show it in your body language, your emotions, and in your spirit of the type of person you are, the type of professional or worker you would be. So anyway, I got the job, even though it was all those grown people there with more experience than me and everything. That taught me it's about selling yourself. So that right there was kind of like a lesson. So I worked at that job while I was in high school for 2 years. I worked at that job for 11th and 12th grade. While I was in 12th grade, I didn't apply to any colleges because when I was in high school, that's when I decided to let my grades slip. So my grades were horrible. I passed, I walked, but they was horrible. I knew I wasn't getting into college. I didn't even take my SATs. I'm not going to say I felt like I was not going to be nothing, but I just felt like I can't get into college. My grades is horrible. I'm going to have to take out loans. I'm not a school type of person. I just did not apply to college. I did not do my SATs either. What I did do, I continued to work at that job. And what I did was I just started to ask myself, like, this isn't enough. I got to take this to the next level. Like, what can I just started brainstorming different jobs. And I don't know what brought me to... I applied for the bank to be a bank teller because you have to have cash register experience. And I was like, I'm on a cash register. So I applied for that job. But the crazy part is it said you had to have like 3 to 5 years. I didn't have that many years of cash register experience, but I applied anyway. And I did get a call and I did go through that whole interview process. And that was a group interview too at one point. And it was all those grown people there, way more experience. And I'm like, oh man, this is a bank job. I probably can't, but I had to be confident. And so I went through the whole process. 18, got that job with only just that one internship experience and retail experience doing the cash register. I did also have to sell credit cards at that. You know how you go to a clothing store and they're like, you want to sign up for a credit card for 20% off? I was doing that. And it was like, is it going to be on my credit? I was like, I mean, it'll run it, but it won't like run it. So I was having people applying for the credit cards. I was good at that too. But anyway, that kind of helped me get into the bank. But the moral of that part of the story is, even though I wasn't 100% meeting the qualifications, I still got that job. Like, you don't always have to meet every single qualification for the job. Apply. See what they say. See if you get a call or interview and go from there. But anyway, I got that job. And I was excited because it was a career job. And I started right out of high school. But anyway, what happened after that? The only dilemma was that job was offering me the same low amount of pay that I was getting at the clothing store at JCPenney's. So I was like, dang, they not even paying me that much for this type of job. You'd be surprised you don't make a lot as a bank teller. And I wanted a car at the time. I was catching a bus all the way out King of Prussia from Southwest Philly. And I was like, I'm tired. I gotta get off this bus. I was on my feet all day. My feet would hurt standing on the bus on the way home because nowhere to sit. I was like, I gotta get off this bus. So when I got the bank job, I kept that other job too. And I worked both jobs to save money to get a car because I had just got my license. So I worked both jobs. And I think I did go to community for like 1 semester. Didn't finish. Dropped out, whatever that's called. Didn't finish community. I did like 1 semester. And it was for I went to community. What was my first major? My first major was for administrative assistant at the hospital. The people that do the paperwork at the front desk at the hospital. Patient service representative. That's what it was. So I wasn't really, that wasn't my passion. I think I just chose a major and was like, I'm good at paperwork. It was dumb. But anyway, didn't finish. But I kept working at the bank and I worked the other job. Once I saved up enough money to get a car, I quit the clothing store job, kept the bank job. The bank job wasn't paying me a lot of money. And after a while, you have to say to yourself, like, this ain't cutting it. So I started applying to jobs. It took me 6 months to get out of that job, like to find another job. But I kept pushing. So anyway, what I would do is I'll go on Indeed, see who's hiring. But what I'll do is I don't put my application in through Indeed. I will go to the actual company's website under careers and put it in just so I know it's going straight to them. I didn't like to do it through Indeed. And I also would let Indeed help me brainstorm to figure out who's hiring. For example, like I'll see a phone company on there. I'm like, all right, let me go think of other phone companies to apply to. Don't even have to be on Indeed. Just let that help you brainstorm. So anyway, I can't even get into detail of the company I work for now, because I work for the social media team now at a corporate level, and we have to like be careful like how we represent the company and what things we say about the company online. So if you already know where I work at, all right, but if you don't, I can't really get into detail because of all the stuff I'm gonna talk about. So anyway, I applied to that job, and it was like a call center customer service thing. I got an interview, you know, went through the whole steps, got that job, and it paid me a little more than where I was at the bank, but it was enough for me to leave. I was like, all right, I gotta take a step up because this isn't it. So, and they had better benefits. So I started that job at the bare bottom level 1 call center. Some people could relate to level 1 call center, bare bottom in any company. And I just had to grind my way up, and I worked hard in level 1. And in 1 year, because the way it's set up, you have to be in your position 1 year before you go to another department. And in big companies, like, you'll have level 1, but then there's so many other different departments and places you can go, options. So after my first year, I applied to a position for corporate downtown. And what happened? Oh, when I applied, I felt like, again, I felt like I didn't really meet the qualifications. I applied, and don't you know, they sent me an email for interview. I was like, me? So then I noticed a lot of people applied too, and I worked with a lot of older people, because I used to be insecure about my age, working around older people, thinking like they got better chances than me and everything, but I'm not like that anymore. But at that time I was, so I'm like, they want to interview me, and I see all these other people applying who I know have way more experience, and this is a higher level position, and they paying well. Like, I thought I didn't even have a chance. So once they gave me an interview, I still was iffy, like, I got an interview? So my current boss at the time was like, you know what, Medina, you have to realize that if they're calling you for an interview, you're qualified enough, because they will not have you in the interview. What they want to do in the interview, they want to see how the type of person you are, the type of professional you are, how you think, how you work with others. They want to see if you're a good candidate in regards to everything else, not just, are you qualified? Because if you weren't, you wouldn't have an interview. So he's like, stop thinking that you're gonna go to the interview and they're like, oh, you just aren't qualified. No, you're qualified. You have an interview. Go in there, sell yourself. Let them know you are the best person for the job, and be confident. That's what they want you to do. Those questions are like behavioral and thinking questions. They want to know how you think, how you move, how you act, and they want to see the sincerity of it in your delivery, your body language, and the way you present yourself. So I went in there and I took his advice, and I got that job. And I was 20. Yep, I was 20 when I got that job, and it was a very high paying job to be 20. Let's just say that. Like, people was like, what? And I was shocked too. Like, y'all gonna pay me that much? But you have to realize it's really about selling yourself. And I'm gonna make other videos. I'm such a great interview person now. I've been through so many different interviews. I also was on an interview panel, so I've interviewed people. So I know what they're looking for, and I have a lot of great tips for you guys. But anyway, did that interview, got that job, and I made a lot of people mad, because I remember I beat out a lot of candidates, and I was shocked. I was looking at them like, I'm shocked too. I mean, I know I'm great, but y'all have more experience, y'all older, but it's not about that. It's about selling yourself. It's about your professionalism. It's about your work ethic, confidence. Like, that's really what it is. I promise you guys. And putting yourself out there and trying and applying. So anyway, got that job, and I stayed at that department for like 3 years. It was like 3 years. And that was rough, because I had almost got used to like moving up fast after a year. So it humbled me, like, sit down for a little while, work on your skills. And just, I developed as a professional. Anyway, what happened after that? Oh, I stayed there for 3 years. I excelled, but I went through a lot of hurdles too. It wasn't easy from the beginning. Like, I had to learn something brand new, be around some new people, and they didn't really bang with me at first. They was like, who is this little young girl coming up in here? So I get it, but what happened was, at first they did feel some kind of way, like, who's this young girl up in here? But you know what happens? people learn to respect you when they see how hard you work. It's like, I might not like her, but I respect her. She work hard. So anyway, stayed there for like 3 years. And I had joined this internship program they had. And it helped me with like my resume. It helped me even more with like my interview skills. And I'm going to share some of that stuff with you guys. I'm actually really good with resumes too. Oh, and I am going to do like a contest or something where I do one person's resume for free, but later down the line. But because I've done like my friends and family and friends resumes, I'm the resume person. People call me and I'll do their resume or redo it or whatever. I'm really good with that. And I enjoy it. So anyway, I went through the program. It did help me grow as a professional. And then I applied to a higher level position, which was like a salary level position in the company at a corporate level. I applied. I did really good in my interviews. It wasn't even about, yes, I was qualified, but it was other candidates that were way more qualified than me. But I did good on my interviews. And I beat out like 70 applicants for that job. You good on your interview. I'm telling y'all, it's not just about your experience. It's about how you present yourself, your confidence. I promise. I'm telling y'all from experience. And I've, not only that, I keep saying, oh, do good on your interviews. Not only do I know how to interview, I know how to interview someone else too. Like, I know from both ends. So trust me, like, I'm giving y'all game. I'm going to give y'all more game, and we're going to get into specifics in other videos. But anyway, all of this to say, remind you guys, I didn't go to college. I went to community like twice for one semester, never finished. I failed all throughout high school, barely walked because I wasn't focused. Not that I'm not smart. I was just going through things. But you can still be successful. And I sell real estate. Like, I forgot to tell y'all that. I sell real estate too. A lot of y'all already know I'm a real estate agent. I can help you with any of your real estate needs. My contact information is going to be all over the place. But yeah, so I didn't have to get a degree for that either. I just had to go to real estate school and then pass the state exam. Oh, I should do a video on that too. How to become a real estate agent. I'll do that one. So anyway, needless to say, I don't have a degree. You can still do it. And if you do have a degree, that's awesome. I'm not down in school because I might go back to school eventually. But what I'm saying is you can move up in your career, move around, and make a lot of money, make good money if you got the right skills. And if you are confident, you work on your interviewing skills, you work on your resume, you can get there. You really can get there. I hope. I'm 20. I just turned 24. And like, I can't get into specifics, but this is a grown person that's in their 30s or 40s type of salary that I have. And I just feel blessed, and I just want to bless everybody else and help you guys develop your skills, your interview skills, your resume, just your confidence, give you some tips and tricks so that you can better yourself, because you have to say to yourself, like, this job is not enough. And don't let nobody think, oh, well, you're 20 something. That's okay for you. No, you can shoot for the stars. You could keep going. You can do better than that. If you feel as though you want to make more money, you can, or just have a better job. Don't think you have to have a degree to be successful, because it's not true. I promise y'all. I failed all through high school. I dropped out of college twice, or community. It wasn't even like a 4-year college. I never even took a SAT test. So it's really about your skills. I really learned a lot of that is like your skills, yo. If you could just develop your skills, and that's what I'm gonna try to help y'all do. Because I wish that somebody like up front gave me all of this game, or told me all this up front, but maybe I was supposed to do it the hard way so I could teach you guys and make it easier for you guys. But yeah, like, that's my testimony. Like, I remember I was working, I've worked minimum wage. I've worked jobs that don't pay you a lot of money, but you gotta put yourself out there, apply yourself, and not settle. Be like, I want more than this. I don't care that I might not have as much experience as everybody else. I don't care I might be younger. I'm gonna get it. Like, you really gotta have your eye on the prize. Like, and you don't have to be the most book smartest person in the world. Obviously, I'm not really book smart. It's really about your skills. I know I keep saying that, but yeah. I think my next video, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff career-wise, but also I bought the Ancestry kit, and I'm waiting for my my results to come in the mail or email to me, whatever, and we're going to go over that. So just thank you guys for listening to my little career testimony. Just stay tuned for more. I got a lot of stuff for y'all. I got people I'm going to talk to, bring on here. I got things I'm going to talk about, things I'm going to help you guys with. Just like, subscribe, comment, share. That's it. Thank you.
I'm too busy counting all these blessings. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Blessings. Count it up, count it up, count it up.